Tonight we report on a shooting that left one person injured, and a collection drive is helping keep students warm during the winter in Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. The Sounders hire a new GM. The updated AP high school basketball poll has a couple of local teams receiving high marks. Here's a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Well, it still looks like we'll see considerable cloud cover, especially the morning hours. Fog and freezing fog a bit, but a little less the further northeast you go. All the weekend details coming up too, so stay with us.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on Ifiber One News.
From the Ifiber One HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is Ifiber One News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is Ifiber One News, and it starts now.
A man was shot in the leg following an altercation behind a Moses Lake apartment complex on Wednesday afternoon. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, 2 men were reportedly sitting in a car behind the college apartments in the 4700 block of Grape Drive when a 3rd man approached the car armed with a handgun. The victim told police the 3 men began fighting. At one point, the gun was fired and the victim was shot in the calf. The suspect fled and the victim was driven by the other man in the car to Samaritan Hospital, who left the victim and drove off. No suspects have been identified and Grant County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. The victim is reportedly refusing to cooperate with police. Grant County residents now have a way to recycle fluorescent lights and other mercury-containing lights. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
Washington residents can now recycle fluorescent lights and other mercury-containing lights for free at 130 sites throughout the state. In Grant County, they can be recycled at Marty's True Value Hardware, 205 East 1st Street in Mattawa. The store is open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Saturday. The nonprofit Light Recycle Washington collection sites will take traditional fluorescent tubes, including straight, curved, and circular. They will also collect twisty compact fluorescent lights and high-intensity discharge lights, which are commonly used in outdoor lighting fixtures. Individuals and businesses can drop off lights for recycling, although there is a limit of 10 lights per day. I'm Jeff Chu for Ifiber One News.
Some sections of the Wanapum Reservoir shore are open again to the public. Grant PUD, the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife, and Washington State Parks determined 2 boat launches and Wanapum State Park can be opened roughly 10 months after they were closed. The utility and the state closed the areas to the public after the water level in the reservoir was lowered by 26 feet in response to discovering a crack in Wanapum Dam. The utility began raising the water level by 17 feet in late November after stabilizing and reinforcing the spillway. People can use the utility's Wanapum Upper Boat Launch and the Wanapum State Park's Watercraft Launch. Other boat launches and parks remain closed because the shore is unstable, the water level is too low, or because of ongoing construction projects. The Grant County Commissioners have until the end of the month to decide what to do about the septic systems at the fairgrounds. The State Department of Health extended the deadline for the county to make a decision until January 31st. The department wants the county to either improve the existing systems or connect to the city's sewer system, which requires annexation. Gray and Osborne engineer David Van Cleve suggested 2 options as the best way to deal with the sewage at the fairgrounds: build a lagoon or connect to the city sewer system. Both options would cost the county roughly $1 million during the course of the next 20 years. The commissioners met with state and city of Moses Lake officials Wednesday morning to discuss the situation at the fairgrounds. The commissioners have resisted annexing into the fairgrounds because of previous comments from city council members about not wanting livestock inside the city limits. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at primetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
Short break. We'll be right back.